At some point, many of us feel as if we're running on a treadmill, chasing happiness but never quite reaching it. What if I told you there was an ancient, practical roadmap that could lead you off that treadmill and toward a life of true peace and clarity? It's not some mystical secret. It's the Noble Eightfold Path, a core Buddhist teaching that's still relevant today. It's not blind faith or rigid rules. Think of it as a recipe for a good life, a step-by-step guide to help you navigate the ups and downs with wisdom and equanimity. So if you're curious about finding a more meaningful way to live, follow along as we break down this profound wisdom into 8 simple, actionable steps. Before we dive into the 8 steps, let's get some context. The Noble Eightfold Path is the 4th of the 4 noble truths taught by the Buddha. The first 3 truths tell us that life inevitably involves dissatisfaction or suffering, that this suffering has a cause, craving and attachment, and that there is a way to end this suffering. And that way, the solution is the Noble Eightfold Path. It's a path of practice, not just belief. It's often visualized as a wheel with 8 spokes, symbolizing how all the parts work together, supporting each other. It's not a linear sequence where you master one step before moving to the next. Instead, you cultivate all 8 aspects simultaneously, and they strengthen one another. To make it easier to understand, the path is often divided into 3 main sections: wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Let's start with the first section, wisdom, which includes the first 2 steps, right understanding and right intention. So what is right understanding? Simply put, it's seeing things as they truly are. It's about understanding the fundamental nature of reality, like the 4 noble truths we just mentioned. It means recognizing that all things are impermanent, that clinging to them leads to dissatisfaction, and that our actions have consequences. This isn't about being pessimistic, it's about being realistic. When we have right understanding, we're less likely to be fooled by our own desires or by the fleeting pleasures of the world. It's like having a clear map before you start a journey. You know the terrain, you know the destination, and you know the best way to get there. It's the foundation for the entire path. Following right understanding is right intention, also known as right thought or right resolve. Once you have a clear view of reality, what do you do with it? Right intention is about aligning your heart and mind with that understanding. It's about consciously choosing to cultivate wholesome intentions. Specifically, it involves 3 things: the intention of renunciation, meaning letting go of obsessive craving and attachment; the intention of goodwill, which means cultivating loving kindness and wishing no harm to any living being; and the intention of harmlessness, which is about developing compassion and actively avoiding causing suffering to others. Think of it as setting your inner compass. Before you act or speak, you check your motivation. Is it coming from a place of greed, hatred, and delusion, or from a place of generosity, kindness, and clarity? This step directs your energy in a positive direction. Now we move to the second section of the path, ethical conduct. This is where we put our wisdom into practice in our daily lives, through our interactions with the world. This section includes right speech, right action, and right livelihood. Let's talk about right speech. Words are powerful, aren't they? They can build people up or tear them down in an instant. Right speech is about using our words consciously and skillfully. This means refraining from 4 types of harmful speech. First, no lying. We commit to telling the truth. Second, no divisive speech. We avoid gossip or words that turn people against each other. Instead, we try to promote harmony. Third, no harsh speech. This means no insults, yelling, or abusive language. We aim to speak kindly and gently. And fourth, no idle chatter. This is about avoiding meaningless gossip and pointless talk that just wastes time and distracts the mind. Right speech isn't just about what you don't say. It's also about what you do say. It encourages speaking words that are truthful, kind, helpful, and timely. Next up is right action. This step guides our physical behavior. Just like with speech, it's about acting in ways that don't cause harm to ourselves or others. Right action specifically asks us to abstain from three things. First, taking life, which means respecting all living beings and not causing them harm. Second, taking what is not given, which is a broader way of saying no stealing. It's about respecting the property of others. And third, sexual misconduct, which means engaging in relationships that are responsible, ethical, and based on mutual respect and consent, avoiding exploitation or harm. Right action is essentially about living with integrity. It's about ensuring our actions in the world align with our intention to be harmless and compassionate. The third part of ethical conduct is right livelihood. This one is really practical. It concerns how we earn our living. The idea is that our work should not cause harm to others. This means avoiding professions that directly involve killing, like being a butcher or weapons dealer. It also means avoiding work based on deception, like fraud, or work that promotes addiction, like selling intoxicants. The goal is to find a way to support yourself and your family that is honorable, ethical, and beneficial, or at the very least, neutral. It's a reminder that our spiritual practice isn't separate from our 9 to 5. Our entire life, including our career, can be a part of the path to awakening. Finally, we arrive at the third section, mental discipline. This is where we work directly with the mind itself. It's the training ground for developing the focus and clarity needed to sustain our practice. This section includes the final 3 steps: right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Let's explore right effort. This might sound like it means trying really, really hard, but it's more subtle than that. Right effort is about applying your energy in a skillful and balanced way. It's often described as a 4-part practice. First, you make an effort to prevent unwholesome states of mind, like anger, jealousy, or greed, from arising. Second, if they do arise, you make an effort to abandon them. Third, you make an effort to cultivate wholesome states of mind, like kindness, generosity, and focus, that haven't yet arisen. And fourth, you make an effort to maintain and perfect the wholesome states that are already present. It's like being a wise gardener of your own mind. You pull out the weeds and you nurture the beautiful flowers. It's a continuous, gentle, and persistent effort. Following right effort is one of the most well-known steps today, right mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment, on purpose, without judgment. It's about being fully aware of what's happening as it's happening. This includes being aware of your body, your feelings, your thoughts, and the world around you. For example, when you're walking, you're aware of the sensation of your feet on the ground. When you're feeling angry, you notice the anger as a feeling in your body and a thought in your mind, without getting swept away by it. Right mindfulness is the quality of awareness that allows us to see our own mental and emotional habits clearly. This clarity is what gives us the freedom to choose how we respond to life, rather than just reacting automatically. The final step on the path is right concentration. This is the practice of developing a steady, calm, and one-pointed mind. While mindfulness is a broad open awareness, concentration is a more focused attention. Traditionally, this is developed through meditation practices where you focus your attention on a single object, like the breath. As you train your mind to stay with the breath, it becomes less scattered and more powerful. This deep concentration, or samadhi, brings about a profound sense of peace and stillness. It's in this state of deep calm and clarity that true insight can arise. Right concentration provides the stable mental platform needed for wisdom to fully blossom, bringing you back full circle to a deeper level of right understanding. So there you have it, the Noble Eightfold Path. It's a complete system for personal and spiritual development, covering our wisdom, our ethics, and our mental training. Remember, it's a path, a process of continuous cultivation, not a destination you arrive at overnight. Each step supports and deepens the others. Right understanding guides your intentions, which shape your actions and speech. Ethical living provides a stable foundation for training your mind, and a trained mind leads to profound wisdom. It's a beautiful, interconnected spiral upwards toward greater peace, clarity, and freedom. The journey begins with a single step, and every moment is an opportunity to practice. Thanks for joining me on this exploration of the Noble Eightfold Path. I hope this simple breakdown has been helpful. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on wisdom for modern life. Let me know in the comments which part of the path resonates with you the most. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.